back. I don't have any major updates other than continuing the main storyline. It's not so much an update, but more of a FYI. I might go inside to get a drink from the fridge, so if I randomly pause for extended periods of time, it's either because I'm getting my Red Bull or because I'm using the restroom, so it just depends. Alright, 1 second, sorry. I'll go ahead and mute myself now. So here we go.
Using the natural defenses of this place to protect them. Probably Nokros' idea.
Above this peak, nothing troubled my true form. That scent! Nokros came this way! Passage! Nokros went this way! In here! Hurry! This way! I will gnaw Nokros' nose off!
We're following your Daedrat?
Nokros is gone. Curse him! Master, I smell blood. Mortal blood. It seems I have a very strong nose in this puny form. I smell Nokros as well. He was here, I am certain of it. Oh, freshly spilled, Master. A mortal died here not long ago. We should look around and see what tale this place can tell us about those who ascend to the summit. Travelers can be careless, especially when they are being killed. Dead mortals pay little attention to where they leave their bodies, or the things they carry. Very untidy. Selfish of them, really. Daedra avoid that by simply not dying. Usually. Search the cave, Master. A mortal died nearby. I smell madness.
I do not
Twisted
take
wrong.
orders from a Daedrat.
That's what I smelled. It must be important.
You found something? It did not occur to me to bother with a dead mortal. I've seen only a few dead mortals during our stays in Wretched Spire. But it's obvious that this cultist died recently. I do not need the nose of a Daedrat to smell freshly spilled blood. What did you find? Let me see. This key is not familiar to me, but it might prove useful. A way into the Waking Flame lair, perhaps? Careless of them to let some weakling walk about with it. Or for Valkenaz Novkros to leave it behind, unless he had no need of it. We saw that Novkros directed his underlings Jind and Zainoaz to question Waking Flame cultists about the Cataclysm device. I believe this cultist met the same fate. But seizing a captive on Sister Seldina's doorstep... Novkros grows bold. It's unimportant whatever power it once held has been expended. The Daedrat might sniff and paw at it, but if the rod had a purpose, Novkros would not have left it behind. Collect your pet. We should get to the summit.
There is nothing defective about my hearing, Master, or my curiosity. The Blade Bearer is wrong to dismiss me with such contempt. I am Aarox the Mutilator! Have I not proved myself useful, Master? As you wish, Master. The day will come when I fall upon your enemies like a burning thunderbolt, and lay 100 blackened skulls at your feet. Let us see if the Blade Bearer sneers at Aarox then. As you command.
The creature is stowed, then let us move. Remember, mortal, do not range too far from me, else I cannot protect you from the summit's elements. for blocking narrow places. See if the key you found by the dead mortal is of any use here.
Windgate? Ah, my true form could tear through it with ease. Very good, Master. Not as good as tearing it down and stomping it to rubble, but still, well done.
A portal? Curse it. Our enemies have already fled.
Where is the Dagonist Temple? What exactly did the Mad Seer tell you, mortal? Did he lie?
Nok'Vroz used that portal, Master. His scent lingers.
I don't think Elagian lied. The Riven Cataclysm must be beyond that portal.
Tell me again, mortal. What exactly did Elagian say to you when you asked about the Riven Cataclysm? If that portal leads to wherever the Cataclysm waits, then Elagian spoke true. We will not know until we use it, however. I sense that the portal connects to Nirn. Moreover, it contains a ward meant specifically for me. I dare not step through. Sister Seldina and the Waking Flame have attempted to neutralize me before. They warded this portal with a spell that will unravel my current body. Remember, I cannot die. Not like you. But I can be inconvenienced by the process of reformation. Perhaps, but it would take time we do not have. You must serve as my eyes, little mortal. Find the Cataclysm, examine it, remember everything you see. Then do whatever you feel is necessary. Take the Anchorite. I'll send Rinkias through shortly. We suspect the Riven Cataclysm waits through that portal, but we cannot be sure. If you find it, deal with its guardians and do what you must until I can join you. If this is a trap, do your best to survive and then return to me in the Deadlands. You do not need to concern yourself with my safety, little mortal. Besides, the Blade Bearers who remain have a reputation that is well earned. We will be able to handle most anything that comes after us. I would much prefer to examine an intact Cataclysm. If I cannot dispel the ward, I will simply travel to Nirn and find you. It will just take time. Deal with Sister Seldina and the Waking Flame as you must, but do not destroy the Cataclysm. There are things I still need to learn, mortal. If you feel you must destroy it, then do as I ask and examine it first. Tell me everything you see. But if the danger is not immediate, leave it intact so I may study it directly. Anything that stands out. Better if you can find notes or bring me a piece of the device. Whatever will help me understand how it somehow transforms Daedra, who are supposed to be unchangeable, eternal. Now go.
Take the Anchorite and go, mortal.
I don't think I've ever
We'll
been
follow
to
after I give the Blade Bearers
Let's
their
go, Master.
instructions and confer with Lyra.
Nok'Vroz must feel the wrath of my teeth and claws!
So this is Nirn? It's so different.
paganist fools! Free us now!
Now! Kill!
How dare they panic
Free
my
Caius?
kin like feral
Our kin!
Clanfear?
They
Free
feed them
them,
to a
mortal.
device beneath the citadel!
Report, Hadri. What is this place?
They call it Fort Grief. Valkanaz Nokvros's minions captured us near Jin's foundry and turned us over to the Waking Flame. They brought us here.
Mortal, I will escort my kin back to the portal. Press on and free any other blade bearers you encounter.
Nokvros. He's here somewhere. I know that stink anywhere.
Over there. More cages.
We won't let you take us. Your damage.
We won't let you feed us to your device.
These mortals are allies, Dothaz. Tell them what you know of this place.
Blade bearers do not bother with mortals. Even those a wretched spire we barely tolerate. But if Rincaius commands it, I will treat you as an ally. This device they call the Cataclysm. It is an abomination. We tracked our first group of missing blade bearers to Kinmarcher Jin's foundry. When Nokvros gave our kin to the Waking Flame mortals, we followed them to an Ilark summit. That's where Nokvros's blood adepts captured us. Yes, bound like Ogrim waiting for the torturer's lash. The mortal leader, Sister Seldina. Nokvros stood beside her like a trained Clanfear. They took our kin to the Citadel, to their Cataclysm device. They use our essence to fuel the infernal thing. I heard the cultists talking. Apparently, early versions of the Cataclysm used a single Daedra and transformed them into some sort of living disaster. But this version, the Riven Cataclysm, it drains the essence from many Daedra, leaving nothing behind. Mortals, you know nothing. They use the collected essences to create a single powerful incarnate. The essences overwhelm the recipients, erasing them, remaking them. They become a mindless force of destruction. Meanwhile, the drained ones die. Normally we cannot, but with our essence drained, nothing remains to return to oblivion. Nothing to reform. You need to know. They have another stronghold, a place called Deadlight. But if you seek the Riven Cataclysm, it's in the fort's citadel.
Mortals, make your way into the citadel. I will follow once my kin are safe.
Strange sense here. Something metallic, sharp. It smells of power. Maybe the Cataclysm, Master.
not command here, Nok'Vraz. I take no orders from you.
Sister Seldina and Nok'Vraz, they're in the chamber below.
Intruders! Stop them!
You were fools to think you could stop us.
Dagon will reward my devotion. You'll see. Intruders? Good. You will fall before the power of my newest incarnate. My
The Incarnate's drawing power from the cataclysm. I'll try to stop the flow. There must be a switch or something.
Mortal, take shelter under my shield.
fall of the Cataclysm. That's not possible.
It took a while, but I finally determined your location and opened that portal. Come, mortal. Tell me all that transpired. Once the Blade Bearers appeared and told me about Fort Grief, it only took a short time to ascertain your exact location and open a portal. This seemed like a safe enough place to regroup. Now, tell me what transpired. Did you find the Riven Cataclysm? You had to. Before I could examine it? Did you at least take a close look at the device? Or bring back any of its component parts for me to study? So we have nothing? Nothing I can investigate. No one I can interrogate. I am disappointed, mortal. Now I must start all over again. Deadlight? That name is familiar. A lost realm somewhere in Oblivion. We need to return to Fargrave. Make inquiries. Locate this hidden place. Meet me at Madam Wim's, little mortal. Perhaps my investigations will yield answers after all.
Blade Bearers, scour the Deadlands for signs of the waking flame. Wherever Sister Seldina hides, we will find her.
Master, show Lyrinth the Twisted Rod. It's important, I'm sure of it.
Darling mortal, how nice to see you. I assumed we'd find answers here in Fargrave. Some way to salvage the opportunity denied me at Fort Grief. But no. Even Madam Wim seems at a loss as to the location of Deadlight. Let me see. It contains a dormant enchantment of some sort. It feels unpleasant. And the magic, it smells like your Daedrat. I will keep the rod and study it as time permits. Unfortunately, I do not think it is related to Sister Seldina. I'm not sure yet, but the answer will become clear soon enough. I should not have gotten angry, little mortal. You have helped me a great deal, and you certainly helped Fargrave and Nirn by destroying the Riven Cataclysm. Take this as a recompense. The secrets I seek rest with Sister Seldina. She still has the means to create more cataclysms, so the danger to Fargrave and Nirn remains. We must ascertain the location of Deadlight, and this hidden stronghold the Bladebearers heard mentioned. Everything I know about Deadlight is rumor and conjecture. It is a plane that suffered some great cataclysm in the ancient past, a realm forgotten and lost to time. I had hoped that Madam Wim would know more, but she claims the place is a mystery. Interesting. The Bladebearer clan scouts are indeed competent. Perhaps they can find the trail where we have thus far turned up nothing. Very well. Find Rincaius and see what he has learned. Meanwhile, I have my own research to conduct. I asked Rincaius to meet us here in Fargrave. You should find him in the Plaza of Portals. See if his scouts learned anything useful, or if he requires your assistance. In the meantime, I have investigations of my own to attend to. Much of what I study is beyond the limits of your mortal comprehension. But I suppose you have earned some insight into my grand purpose. I plan to study the twisted rod you gave me. I also want to ask the Anchorite about the events at Fort Grief. Did you not see that coming? I'm surprised they remained allies for as long as they did. Valkanaz Nokvraz obviously hated providing support to a mortal, and Sister Seldina clearly despised having Daedric oversight. Certainly not. Nokvraz was attempting to figure out how to build his own cataclysm, you do recall. But we should strike at the waking flame while it is in disarray. Find their hidden stronghold, learn what I require, and then do what you must. Any tool can find a purpose in the correct hand. I sense dormant magic within the rod, and something about the energy reminds me of your Daedrat. He does he? Interesting. We have seen that the Daedrat's senses are highly attuned. Perhaps there is more to the rod than I originally suspected. I will study it and see what I can learn. Both Rincaius and the Anchorite mentioned how she disrupted the Cataclysm's power, giving you the opportunity to defeat the Incarnate and destroy the machine. She claims not to know how she accomplished that. Perhaps I can help her understand. I only want to hear her story. Ask her questions. She has indicated that when she tries to access her forgotten memories, the mask causes some amount of discomfort, but I will not personally inflict any harm upon her. Do you not trust me, mortal?
Sorry, I was just thinking. Ever since we returned from Fort Grief, I've been having strange visions. More forgotten memories bubbling to the surface. At least, I hope that's what it is. Some mortals who linger in Fargrave for too long go insane. Twice now, something triggered a return of memory. First when the Collector examined my mask, and then when I disrupted the Cataclysm. But I just see fragments, nothing clear or precise. Funny, but I think the amulet has something to do with it. Yes, whatever I did to the Cataclysm, and it was me, I'm certain of that, even if I don't understand how. It also charged the amulet. Like what happens to a Lucent when you place it in a Dynamis font. Except this energy draws out my memories. As I said, fragments. Glimpses of clarity in a haze of forgotten moments. I feel loneliness. I see a dark, enclosed space. A flash of blinding light. Nothing very useful or definitive, I'm afraid. Maybe Lyrinth can help me make sense of it.
Hail, Rincaius. We found it.
Report, what have you uncovered?
You were correct. The mortal Daganists have broken with Vulcanar's Nok'Vraz. They retreat to a hidden stronghold in Deadlight.
Where is Lyrinth, mortal? As you heard, the Blade Bearers have found Sister Seldina and her cultists. The Waking Flame has nowhere left to run. I forced a cultist to tell me about Deadlight. It's a broken realm, apparently destroyed by Mehrunes Dagon eons ago. He gave it to the cult and they built a stronghold there. A clever hiding place. But the portal to the realm requires a special key. That we have not yet determined. But I have a plan. You must follow one of the groups of cultists, trail them to the portal, and take their key. If the portal key works like the keys to Fargrave, you'll also need the code to operate it. We will search for more cultists. Here, the locations my scouts found in the Deadlands. I suggest you start in the Sever. Find a key in the portal and we'll rendezvous before the assault begins. And take the Daedrat with you. His smell offends me.
Let us find these mortal cultists and finish with them, Master. Then we can wreak vengeance on the traitorous Nok'Vraz. As you say, Master. I remain in your debt and will do as you command. My nose will guide us. My rage will drive us. And my fury will freeze the cultists in their tracks. Let us hunt, Master.
Hark, Wayfarer. Tuwaka smiles upon you this day, Wayfarer, for you are not caught in the calamity at the main docks. By any chance, do you have experience dealing with the dead? Surely it is fate or the mighty hand of Ruptka that has steered you to our shores then, Wayfarer. The great King Baharajad has need of the aid of those with knowledge such as yours. Please visit the throne of the king at the heart of the sun-drenched Sentinel. Your audience would do him well in this time of great need.
Quality wares. Fine goods and fair prices. Hail!
Don't even think about it. If you try to pick me up and give me a kiss, I'll bite your nose off. Ha ha! I may look like a monkey, but I'm not a monkey, and I'm done being treated this way. I'm an orc. Don't laugh. It's true. I just got cheated by this damn Pandari potion maker. She sold me a potion that turned me into this. A puny little monkey. Of course not. Listen, you have to help me. You have to find that wench and make her change me back. It was the Khajiit potion maker, Nishi. She's in the tavern. Please, you have to.
What is your dream? You want to be stronger, smarter, faster? For the right price, Unishi will make your dreams come true. Not again. Tell me he doesn't want a refund. Why do so many ask, and then when Unishi gives, they change their minds? In a manner of speaking, yes. He complained about feeling like an outcast here in Sentinel. He wanted to be faster and nimbler and to feel like he fit in. What does that sound like? It sounds like a monkey to Unishi. This is not fair. Ingredients cost money. Unishi cannot afford to give away free potions. How about this? You want to help the monkey? You help Unishi and she will do what you ask. Unishi has just finished preparing 2 potions for other buyers in town. Deliver them, and we have a deal. One goes to a woman named Daria, and the other to a man named Urwad. This one will mark their houses on your map. Make it easy for you.
Where is she? I bet that damned cat swindled me. I should have trusted my mother. Magic is no good. It's about time. Hand it over. She promised me my hair would grow back, that I would have hundreds of children. This better work. Don't tell me what to do, peon. You're just jealous. I already paid Unishi for it. Now hand it over. I don't feel so good.
What is this rat doing in here? Get out!
Stop! How dare you!
You're not getting away that easily.
Greetings to the sister. Greetings to the sister.
What is it? My husband has just returned home from the tavern. He is very hungry. If I don't prepare his dinner quickly, well, I simply do not have time to chat right now. Oh, praise Zet. I've waited so long. I asked Unishi to make me a potion that will make my husband kind and loyal. I hope it works. Oh yes, Unishi told me exactly what to expect, and I think it's going to be wonderful.
Where is my meal, woman?
Coming right away, dear. I hope this works.
It's about time. This better be good. This tastes different than usual. What? What have you done to me? You witch!
Quiet down, Farhad, and sit. There. Good dog. From now on, if you want a biscuit, we are going to have some new rules.
I have a feeling I'm not going to like this.
Unishi is pleased to see you again. You have made the deliveries to this one's clients, yes? Unishi gives people what they want and nothing more. You have done the same for me. So here, take this to that silly monkey. It will return him to the miserable existence he had before.
Why is it so hot in here? Smells like goats. Why does it smell like goats?
How do these Red Guards stay cool while wearing so much fabric?
Sure, some bones.
Oh, am I ever glad to see you again. Do you have a banana? I mean, do you have a potion to change me back? Malak's nethers! It sure will feel good to be myself again. Last time I ever do business with a Pandari. Free! Meet me at the tavern. I'll buy you a drink.
You look dry. Wash the sand down with a pint? Huh? You look dry. Wash...
There you are! Say, about that drink. I'm afraid I spent my last gold on this one. Maybe next time.
Your purse looks heavy, Wayfarer.
With all respect, Your Majesty, this proves our suspicions were well-founded. You should have heeded my father's warning.
It is not the place of the dishonored to correct a king, Ashaba. You are dismissed.
I meant no disrespect, Your Majesty, only that you know where to find us. I will take my leave.
Welcome to Sentinel, Wayfarer. If you've come about the docks, rest assured I already know. I regret that you visit during such times. But perhaps your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps the gods guided you here to help us fight the Withered Hand. Necromancers, practitioners of the most vile magic, and the bane of the Alakir Desert. It has been many years since we faced such a threat. I hope the rumors about this group, the Withered Hand, were untrue. But today's events prove otherwise. Several years ago, a diabolical necromancer named Satura led an army of undead against me. Satura was defeated, but the rumors suggest his sons have returned for revenge. They are calling themselves the Withered Hand. Undoubtedly. But I suspect the attack at the docks is merely a feint. Though cleaning up that mess should remain our first priority, I suspect the Withered Hand is planning something even worse. Ah, that is the challenge I now face. The people of the Alakir Desert, even those in Sentinel, are superstitious. They believe that striking the dead carries a terrible curse. For them, it is an act of dishonor. That is why I need you, Wayfarer. Then your visit is fortuitous indeed. My own son, Prince Azar, has been investigating the rumors about the Withered Hand. He is a bright young man, but he needs help. First, though, I would ask you to inform General Thoda of what has befallen. Yes, that is likely. General Thoda is my chief military advisor. He is also a practical man who places security above superstition. He is resting at his home after returning from Alkir, but I need his counsel on how to proceed. General Thoda is a trusted advisor and a good friend. He has heard the rumors about the Withered Hand, and he can help us. Tell no one else, though. People remember Satura, and hearing his sons have returned could cause a panic. It's quite a tale, and I cannot do it justice now. But the battle against Satura was the most difficult of my life, both in military and political terms. It was the Ashaba who saved us. They had the thankless task of fighting the undead. The Ashaba. Where do I begin? They walk among us, but only in shadows. People believe they are cursed. They are dishonored warriors, bound by the sacred oath of their forefathers. They must fight the dead when called upon to do so. I have not called on them. I've even disregarded their warnings. You must understand, the common people despise them. To call on them again might cost me the crown. That is why I must rely on you, Wayfarer. Yes, the greatest threat the Alakir faced from the undead was in the First Era, when the Yokudan rulers were still establishing a foothold here. That was when the Ansei wards were created. They are our greatest hope, for no matter how great a threat the Withered Hand may pose, they cannot even compare to the necromancers of the First Era. The wards contain the spirits of 3 Ansei heroes who sacrificed themselves to protect us. They uphold the covenant with the Divines. As long as we consecrate the dead in the name of Tuaka, they cannot be raised by even the most powerful necromancy. Thus, the Withered Hand can only raise corpses that have not been consecrated. It is not an ancient Yokudan custom, but a tradition that developed in the desert. Human remains decay slowly here, and our people came to believe their ancestors' corpses were sacred. To harm one would draw the ancestors' curse. Of course, you see, the culture of the Alakir evolved around this ideal. Many of us today realize that exceptions must be made. But in my position, to ask my soldiers to strike down the dead would cause an outcry, and possibly lead to rebellion.
Heard you were the one who saved the king's life. Thank you.
You. I know you from Alcaire. You roughed up so many of my bravos. Tamriel is a small place, after all. I just returned from Alcaire myself, back in my chair, drinking my wine with my wife. Wait. Please tell me you're not here to disturb me. No! You realize what this means. Not one moment of relaxation, not one. And damn it, I thought this talk about the withered hand was just rumor. Are you sure this is true? The Sentinel docks? The nerve. But it sounds like something those motherless dogs would do. I tell you, Uwafa and Alasan might just be more dangerous than their father. Uwafa and Alasan are the sons of that old bastard Satura. They're calling themselves the Withered Hand as a fear tactic. I knew them when they were boys. They're the same age as Prince Azar. Speaking of whom, we should inform him as well. Exactly. He knows more about this business than I do. That's for sure. If you'll go round up the prince, I'll have to find some way to explain to my wife why I'm leaving again. Then we can all meet at the palace. My guess is that he's with the girls at his seraglio by the north wall. I know what you're thinking, but it's not because the prince is some kind of ladies' man. The girls help him gather information. Perhaps he'll already know what's happened. My hope is that Prince Azar might have a lead on where Uwafa and Alasan have set up their headquarters, or better yet, what they're planning next. Regardless, these are things we should discuss at the palace. We all do. Satura was one of the king's viziers, kept his little hobby a secret. Then one day the king came to meet his viziers and found them all dead. The real surprise was when Satura ordered their corpses to attack. That's how it started. I tried to train them in swordplay. Uwafa and Alasan along with Prince Azar. Those two had no interest, though. I would always catch them torturing insects and animals. The prince, he hated them. And they hated him right back.
Now is the time. Great chaos down at the docks, yes? An army of dead rises from the sea and storms the shore. Can be very dangerous, or can be a good opportunity. You are interested in opportunity, yes? The kind that would help fatten Ildani's purse. Yours too. This one sailed into Sentinel docks before the dead. Guards don't stop the dead, but they stopped Ildani. Locked this one in chains. Where there are wants, Ildani provides, but the Sentinel guards don't approve. They seized this one's wares. Ildani is free now, but needs her wares back. With all the chaos on the docks, now is the best moment to strike. You will help, yes? Guards are holding Ildani's wares in the customs house, on the hill overlooking the docks. If you help Ildani recover them, it will be worth your time. The Bandari take good care of their friends. Ah! Laws in Alakir are so strict. So many things are banned, but should not be. The Bandari specialize in wares like this. No cause to complain, though. Can be very profitable for us if you help. No problem. You've heard of skooma, yes? Makes people happy and harmless as long as it's made properly. The Bandari sell only the best skooma. Probably. That's why the guards have taken it. For themselves. Ha 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 ha! Ildani knows well how to slip out of metal bracelets. Among the Bandari, the Jak Khajiits learned this before they learned to lace their boots. Bandari are very special tribe of Khajiit. We lost our homeland many generations ago, so now we travel, not just in elsewhere, but all over Tamriel. We sell exotic goods you cannot find anywhere else. Ildani brings Bandari wares to Sentinel.
According to Section 16 of the Sentinel Docks Trade Regulations, this is a restricted area. If you remain here for an extended period of time, I'll be required to place you under arrest. It is, and we're on high alert right now. A Bandari smuggler named Ildani escaped from the guard. and we suspect she might try to reclaim her contraband. If you see anything suspicious, let me know. You met her. She asked you to come and steal back her goods, didn't she? Perfect. This time we can catch her and her buyers. If you'll help, according to Statute 22, I can offer you a reward. Fantastic. You will be acting as a deputized, non-uniformed city guard, as permitted by Regulation 11. You will take Ildani's goods and offer to deliver them to her buyers. We'll be watching, and once we have all the buyers, we'll close in.
Did you find Ildani's wares? This one was worried that the guards might lock you up also. Ah, you do spotless work, Walker. Now the goods must be delivered, though. Ildani worries that the guards might be looking for her, but risks can sometimes be fun, yes? Ah, you are so kind. You think Ildani is sleek, yes? Sorry. No sweet meat for you, but Ildani will reward if you deliver wares to buyers. A servant at the inn, an apprentice at the smithy, and an alchemist at the market. We use a code. Just say, Alakir is so hot, I'd rather be elsewhere. After you've delivered the goods, meet me on the bridge in the center of the city. Greetings to the Sisters of the...
I hope you're enjoying your stay at the Sisters of the Sand. Please be sure to let Rudabeh know if you have any problems. At last! My patrons were getting anxious. I take it you have a package for me? Wonderful! It's just the thing to take the edge off this heat. Rudabeh likes to take credit for the success of the inn. I'm guessing my little service is what really keeps them coming back.
Not yet, pup. Put in the work, get your rank up, then we can talk.
And you are?
Is it true what they say about the size of the moon?
If you're looking for assistance, you should speak with Bahrar. I have just begun my apprenticeship. I understand. I also hate the heat, my friend. Should I assume you have something for me? Thank the gods. Better late than never, I suppose. I swear that Khajiit works on a totally different schedule than the rest of us. I was getting desperate. Believe me, an apprenticeship doesn't really pay off my debts.
Greetings. Greetings, Isa.
I'm sorry, my friend, but my services are by appointment only. Yes, it's unseasonably warm from here to Bergama. The coastal winds blow in a southerly direction, and Lainlin has the best restaurant in the desert. You have the package? Excellent. I was starting to wonder if Ildani finally got her tail caught in a trap. Things would be complicated between us if the guards caught up with her.
Nice work, Deputy. We have everything we need to satisfy Statute 3. That means Ildani is in deep desert, without any water. We'll round them up later. They're locals, so we don't want to make too much of a scene. I can't thank you enough for cooperating with us on this case. It'll be some time before the Bandari try to break back into this market.
Unclawed traitor! Ildani should never have trusted you. You betrayed this one. The Bandari will know. They will not forget.
I hope someday we'll be able to repay the favor for your services here today. The Bandari are elusive. Without you, I'm sure their business would have continued to flourish in Sentinel.
I should have tried to stop them. I'm sorry. So sorry. What have I done? It was a nightmare. These savage men burst into the Seraglio. They struck down the guards and even sweet little Rohima. And then they took the prince. Please, would you go after them? You have to. No, yet another way in which I failed. I should have followed them out into the street. I'm such a fool. Maybe someone else out there saw them. Maybe they can tell you which way those men took the prince.
Prince, someone help! They took him!
That way. They went that way.
They took the prince. Down the path. Hurry!
I tried, but they got me with their evil magic. They took the prince. Down there. I think it leads out of the city. Please, go stop them.
Alright. I'll go ahead and end it here today. But yeah. I was kind of hoping I could help out with that last quest, but guess not. It's either, I guess it's really only kill the guard or not kill the guard. But, oh well. So yeah, that'll be it for today, and I'll be back again probably later. It just depends on how long this takes to upload. So yeah. Otherwise, peace out.